Now, I've been a physical therapist for over a decade now, working with patients right after total knee replacement. And I have found that there are actually some equipment and items that you can invest in that will help make your recovery a lot easier. Now, by no means am I saying that these pieces of equipment are going to help speed up your recovery, but if you have these items in your home, they will make your recovery a lot easier. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering the most essential items that you need to have at home to help your total knee replacement recovery go smoother. Now, the first couple items might be more obvious, which you may already have at home, but as we get to later in the video, you're gonna see there is actually some helpful equipment that you might even consider investing in. Now, the first item that you must have in your home when you come home after a knee replacement is ensuring that you have an assistive device, specifically a front-wheeled walker. Now, many people are discharged from the hospital with this device, but I have seen on occasion some individuals not have this device at home. And so having a proper supportive device like a front-wheeled walker with two wheels on the front is going to help you be able to safely transfer and walk around your home safely without risking any risk of falling. Additionally, you have to consider that you're not going to want to put a lot of weight on that leg initially, so you're going to want an assistive device specifically to allow you to get comfortable with putting more weight on the leg over time. The second item, which I think can be very helpful to have in the home, specifically in the bathroom setting, is having a toilet seat riser. Many of the people that I see in their home typically have a lower toilet. So if you can get a toilet seat riser that will increase the height of your toilet, that will require less bending in the knee, and that will allow you to transfer on and off the toilet for toileting tasks, so you're not having any issues or limitations because of the pain that's happening in your knee. Moving on to the next items, which is more related to your rehab and your exercise protocol, is having a yoga strap. A yoga strap is a great tool that I have my patients invest in, specifically because when we're working on any sort of passive range of motion, kind of like the heel slide exercise, the yoga strap is a great tool that you can use to help wrap around your leg or wrap around your foot to move the leg as you're working on your range of motion activities. This can be an easy tool to get more out of your stretching. In addition to having a yoga strap, I also think a foam roller, specifically a small foam roller that you can have on your bed, is a great tool to use for your exercises. One of the common exercises that's often recommended after surgery is the knee extension stretch, where you're stretching the back of the knee, usually by propping your ankle up on a towel. But I find that a fold-up towel or even a beach towel is often too small or too soft. So I really like a nice firm foam roller to help put underneath the ankle to really get a good stretch in the knee, as well as when you start to progress to more advanced exercise like a short arc quad where we start moving the leg more, having that foam roller to place behind the knee as you get some active motion is going to be very helpful to have versus just using a towel. The next item is more related to car transfers, and I'm referring to a portable car handle or a car doorknob that you can place on the inside of the door. When you're getting in and out of a car, it's gonna be very difficult to hold on to anything. Obviously, you have the frame of the car, but the door is typically swiveling and moving. So having a knob that you can put on the inside of the door is gonna help keep your handle and your grip sturdy so that you can easily control yourself in and out of the car. And I found that this has been a great device for many people after they're recovering from this procedure. Now, I'm sure that if you just had this procedure, you know that dealing with swelling is a challenge. And so that's why I also recommend patients investing in a good foam wedge or a good foam pillow where you can elevate your leg above your heart level. I find that some people come home with this item and there are others that don't, and they just have a difficult time elevating their leg with pillows because they're trying to find the perfect position. Ideally, we're trying to get our leg up elevated above your heart, and usually that's about a 45-degree angle, and usually you can find those foam wedges on Amazon that will help elevate your leg at the proper height. The next item that can also really help with your management with swelling in the knee is ensuring that you have a good ice pack. Now, the ice packs that I've seen people come home with, unfortunately, are too small and don't provide the adequate amount of cold temperature to help find relief in the knee. If you come home with some unit like a game ready unit or an Iceman unit, that's terrific. That will work just fine. But there are individuals who only come home with a smaller ice pack. So ensuring that you're investing in a good size ice pack, specifically that can actually wrap around your knee, doesn't have to go all the way, but that is flexible enough to surround your knee. I tend to use like an ACE bandage wrap to really wrap that ice pack around my patient's knees because it allows the ice pack to have some compression. A good ice pack can really be extremely helpful, not only to manage the swelling, but to also manage your pain. The next item that I think could be helpful is a walker tray. Being able to transport drinks or medications or booklets that you're carrying around for your exercises is going to be helpful when you're moving around with the walker. If you don't have any sort of tray to hold on to those items, you're having to make multiple trips back and forth, especially if you're someone that lives alone. So having a tray over your walker can be extremely helpful for transporting items from room to room. Now, most people will invest in those traditional trays that you see online where you simply put it over the handles of the walker. And I unfortunately am not a big fan of those, specifically because when we're teaching you how to walk with an assistive device, we essentially want you to stand inside the walker for safety, not outside. And I find that those trays really make people walk outside the walker. So I tend to recommend more collapsible or fold away trays that you can find. These specific items not only fold away when you're not transporting anything, but they tend to be outside the walker so that it doesn't affect your ability to stand inside while you're walking. Another item that can actually be very helpful, especially when you drop something on the ground, is having some sort of extended reacher or grabber. This will allow you to pick up things off the ground. When you've had this specific surgery, you're gonna have a hard time squatting down and bending your knees initially. So having a grabber accessible so that you can reach down and grab any objects that fall on the ground can be extremely helpful. Another item that can really be helpful with not just your swelling control, but also your pain is investing in some compression socks. These are great to place on during the day, especially if you're someone that is struggling to control your swelling. As physical therapists, we typically recommend using ice, elevating your leg, performing a lot of the range of motion activities, but also using some compression because we know that that can be very helpful after just having this procedure completed. Now, the last item, which I don't see this quite often, but I have seen a few of my patients use this successfully, and I honestly think that this could be a great tool for many people, is having some sort of pedaler exercises. A pedaler exercise is those small little pieces of equipment that you can essentially sit down and start pedaling. And essentially, when you get transitioned to outpatient physical therapy, they are more than likely going to put you on a recumbent bike sitting so that you can actually work on your knee bending and straightening and getting that nice fluid motion through the knee. Having a pedaler exercise at home is not going to be the same as getting on a recumbent bike, but it will allow you to get that same motion and start to get some bending in the knee passively, especially if you are someone that is very apprehensive, you have a lot of pain, and you're struggling to really get some knee bend in the leg. There you have it. There is a list of some of the most essential items that I believe most people should have at home after a total knee replacement to help ensure that their recovery is smooth and easy. Now, if you want to learn more information on how to properly recover after a total knee replacement, make sure to check out my surgery playlist here.